Monday! Skipped us by entirely, and we are on Tuesday. So, welcome to the vlog, people. This is what you get. It's not because, it was New Year's Day. You'd expect hangovers and all of that, and not being particularly cogent. I don't drink. To be fair, we actually went to bed at 2? So, not even that late for New Year's. But anyway, it's a brand new week. And we skipped over Monday because I spent the entire time playing Oxygen Not Included. Yeah, that might have been a problem. Thankfully, I think I've reached the end of the content that I care to deal with. So yeah, anyway. But Tuesday, I slept for 11 hours and 44 minutes. Oh my God, my partner didn't wake me up when they got out of bed this morning to go to work, and such a... But then I've just been bouncing about the house all day, I just feel creatively bereft, totally drained, and I was moaning at my partner, because it wasn't until 11:30 that I actually even got out of bed, which is awful. So I messaged my partner and I'm moaning at him, and he's like, well, do something about it. I'm like, well, that's not really how it... Okay. So we got something posted. Last week's vlog edited, or finished editing and sorted, and I repaired my GoPro because I broke it. I did 3 things. They're each quite small things because they didn't require that much effort or energy, but I did things. And then I came out here to the studio because it is a Tuesday, and Tuesdays are stream day, and I did something that I perceive as being rather self-indulgent, and I built 40k miniatures, some 40k miniatures, which I needed to get around to doing because I've been sitting on this box for a couple of months, and I finally got them built, half built and converted and blah blah blah, but they're my style of conversion. They're little Eldar jet bikes, and yeah, I feel it's self-indulgent because it's not cosplay related stuff, and I'm sitting here sharing it with you because it's not cosplay related stuff. I did kind of want to do a sculpt, just sit there, pick something and sculpt it, but I have some clients who are currently sniffing around to get a couple of masks sculpted for them, and I don't want them to come email through tomorrow going, yeah, let's get this started now, here's the designs, blah blah blah, and me to be all suddenly it's going to take 3 or 4 days until I can actually start it because my head form is in use and blah blah blah. So yeah, and yeah, that is my impression of myself. Anyway, here's what we did this on the stream today, and here's the result, and we are hopefully get a delivery of chemicals tomorrow so I can spend the day rolling my molds because I'm completely out of my actual useful chemicals, and the stuff that I did use instead apparently won't set properly in these in this weather, so it's sticky all over it, and it's got bubbles and such, so it's just too cold for this resin. Whoops. Which is also why I'm not doing Mercy's chest plate right now, because that's going to be a big silicone mold, and I need to make sure all the silicone's going to be the right temperature. But I am planning on finishing that next. And then I've got to think of what will be the next foam build, because I think foam builds are going to be the lifeblood of my creative process, because it was such a palette cleanser to get Vectra done, because it's such a linear operation, if that makes any sense. It's so simple just to glue foam together, in the same way that I find it fairly simple to just sculpt a thing, just smush clay until it looks like something. Whoops. Okay, my lapel microphone jumped off, so I guess that is my cue to leave, so... Ouch! It's a windy Wednesday today, though not having particularly many trees in the garden, I can't really show you, but that's an alliteration I've been wanting to use for ages, so you know what? I'm just going to do it. But anyway, all the stuff that I've been storing in the garden has just been blown around it's crazy. But anyway, today you might see I've done some things. We worked a bit on the #1 Explodey Boy, because I want to get those props done because I think they're cool. And also I finished up doing some magnety things to our Eldar thingies. But you guys don't care about that. What you might care about is my partner put some time into our 3D printer last night because, as I've said a couple of times, it's been on the blink. So, oh crap, whoops. Okay, so apparently I've just pulled the power out for that. Probably not helped it, but anyway, he's done a lot of mechanical stuff, and I'm now going to do some other stuff on it that I promised to do today. And okay, so I have been accused in the past of trying to solve all my problems with fancy, dangerous chemicals. So you know what? We're going to try and repair the printer with fancy, dangerous chemicals. May I present to you isopropyl, acetone, and dichloromethane. And we are going to be doing various flavours of melting the print bed to get rid of these scratches, because they're fairly superficial scratches, probably not even a millimetre deep. So I'm going to be melting the bed back to some sort of adherence, because the biggest problem we're having right now with it is bed adhesion. And once that's got done, Vetrashark, I don't know. There's a pun there. Come on, people. You've got to give me a pun. We'll be able to get Vetra's rifle and back to Mercy. Ah! Oh, just thinking about Mercy, and there's a lot of challenge. There's a lot of challenge ahead with me with Mercy. Ah! It's Thursday, so let's get on with our work and get to the stream. Yes, so, one of the reasons you're getting terrible audio and not very good video is because all of my recording equipment is in there, and apparently the door currently will not open. So apparently the rains have swollen the wood that won't close properly, and then there's mechanism. So that's our studio. So see if I can break it with my own block. Okay, let's get streaming. So as you can see, we did manage to get into our studio. That door's going to need looking at, so either way, yeah, we got in and we had our stream and we got stuff done. And by stuff done, I mean I spent a little while carrying on building some like 40k miniatures, because I've got a friend that was going to visit this week, and I wanted to have like a suitable army to face them and blah blah blah, but I think they've been overwhelmed with personal things, so but you know what, it's a thing that I do every now and then, which I find very self-indulgent, because ostensibly I'm a cosplay channel. So when I sit there making something else, I feel a little bit like I don't know, it just feels a bit sort of self-indulgent, because I'm doing stuff that people aren't here for. However, what I was actually doing was effectively giving a client a couple more hours to reply and confirm what they want me to be making for them. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to do this on stream for an hour, build the riders for these jet bikes, and if I don't hear from them by the time I'm done, we're going to do a brand new sculpt. I didn't know what it was going in, but after talking with chat and like thinking about how cool it could be to do certain things, I was either going to sculpt Snow Owl Anna, and I'm really sorry to those people who just went, oh, that'd be so cool. I know, because the reason I wanted to do that was because I could put the LEDs behind the eyes and it would look awesome. And, ugh. But what I've actually ended up doing is Krombopulous Michael! And like the selling point on this is if I do take it to be a full costume, and bear in mind the last thing I just sculpted just because I fancied sculpting that as a thing was Vetra. That was over 6 months ago now, about 8 months ago I think, because it was just before we moved house. Maybe we'll throw together something nice and easy for this, and like full head prosthetics and foam armor, you know, carry on with it. But the thing that sold me on it was the fact that I can do those like parody business cards to hand out at conventions. How cool would that be? And also I can pretend to do some parkour in it for some good photo shoots. What? Either way, you know what we also didn't give you guys a satisfactory end to? I say also because, like, I didn't tell you how getting into the studio went, apart from implying it from the fact that there was stream footage last night, was the 3D printer. I sanded it, I bathed it in chemicals to help remelt the surface, I did a whole load of things to it, and then we printed it, and yes, the little 10mm by 10mm square went fine. So then I put our benchy on, and we use the classic boat benchy because there's lots of overhangs, there's small surface area that goes out, and then there's lots of arches and there's lots of straight bits with no support, and it's just a real big stress test. And you can see it's printing fine until it isn't. So today I attacked it with a temperature gun, a laser thermometer, and discovered actually that our print bed isn't getting anything like as hot as it ought to. So now here is the same benchy printed at 1.5 times size, printing just fine. Right now I am either going to start streaming, get on with the sculpt, or use some I actually ran out of resin, so I got 2 of these tubs of A and B, so I've got another 10 kilograms of resin to carry on making masks, because I actually ran out, and you know what, I'm going to start making stock. So I'm either going to carry on the sculpt, make some stock, or go out and play Magic the Gathering tonight, because that's also something I'm invited to. So, depending on what you see next is also what happens. I don't know. This is all for future Vicky to decide. See you guys later. Oh. On this again. Those are the first 3 parts of Vetra's rifle successfully printing on a fixed print for a successful Saturday. And that was supposed to be a bit more dramatic than it was, but we're here in the studio, rotocasting some more things, and I was gonna sit in here and just watch Lucifer, but I thought I'm gonna start streaming, just get some company whilst I do this maybe. Yeah, I'm not doing anything particularly interesting, but I like hanging out with people. But today has been, the last couple of days have been odd ones, because yesterday on Friday, I remembered that I completely forgot to, on Thursday, edit the thing that I wanted to get up on Thursday. So I spent most of Friday editing it, and then discovered that there was a problem with it, which I learned whilst I realised whilst on the bus to my local game store. And then at the game store, whipped out the laptop, which I brought just in case there was an issue, remote desktoped into my home computer, sorted out the audio issue, re-uploaded it, blah blah blah, and played some Commander. It was great, but I'm so out of practice. Ugh. Either way, got a really good deal on my new mobile phone, so I'm not going to be stuck on my old mobile phone, which I've had more problems than my desktop computer, which, that's saying something. Yeah, so yeah, that's good, that's sorted. What else? Probably nothing. So I'm going to hit the stream button and do not particularly interesting things, and then, at some point I get to design Krombopulous Michael's eyes, because we've got a working 3D printer now! Oh, I'm so happy with it! Oh, it just opens up so much, and I don't need to try and plot stealing the university time on the university printers. And also, it's going to be really good for my next project, because I'm going to have access to 3D printer, I can do this, that, blah, 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 blah. Either way, let's get on with this, whatever this thing is. Yay. Looks like it's going to be a very nice sunset on this satisfying Sunday. because I'm just about to go and do my streaming Sunday, because you know what, let's alliterate as much as we can. I don't know if my opinion is going to change once I go back over the footage for this week and see how this week actually was, but all in all, I'm actually feeling really good. I think it's been a really good week. Having the 3D printer fixed meant I was able to print some stuff for the Krombopulous Michael sculpt right now, which these are placeholders for his eyes. Modelled them up real quick this morning, then printed them out real quick in between printing stuff for Vetra. So yeah, the fact that I'm just able to casually do that with a 3D printer just frees me up for so much stuff. And even more so, last night's stream was such a casual stream. I was only streaming just to get some company from viewers, from my regulars. I expected 1 or 2 people to hang around for a while whilst I was rotocasting things, but you know what? It was fantastic. We had between 10 and 15 people all night and chat was buzzing the whole time. It just felt really good. And with my student loan coming through, I've sorted out a whole load of things. Like this has happened to my lavalier microphone that I record most of these things on, so I'm using an old one, which is a bit jankier, so student loan, ordered a new one that a YouTuber who I follow, Tom Scott, uses and recommends. So yeah, so now we're going to get back to Krombopulous Michael, and my only worry, right at this very second, is once again, seems to be every Saturday at the moment, I forgot. What was it, Friday last time? I forgot to take my medication last night. So I'll take it again tonight, and that just means tomorrow, Monday, is going to be a bit crappier. But then again, my new mobile phone's showing up tomorrow. I've booked in my appointment, so I'll be sorting out my new mobile phone. I will, we don't go back to university on Monday, so we've got another day. But tomorrow will be all video editing and recording the next episode, episode, whatever, of the Vetra series. So in theory, I don't actually need to be particularly happy tomorrow. We'll get a nice lion or something. Yeah. Anyway, Krombopulous Michael awaits, because here I go sculpting again. I'm never going to get tired of that.